Hello, everybody tuning in right now. Welcome in to another match of the Roulette Rival World Championships. We've got a great match between JohnnyAxXx and Papierfresse on Berlin
Prepare
and
yourself.
Chongqing.
Duel starts in 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh, Johnny making me listen to fake Diana. But yeah, and then a third random map afterwards. But our spin is live now. It's going to be Kitchen Knife as Technician, Screwdriver as Suit, Soup Poison as Club Crew, SMG as Rolf, and Explosive Weapon as Biker. So Rolf, possible spin. I don't think optimal, but I mean, I say that about every spin, so be that as it may. Suit start is required, but other than that, technically you don't have to bring anything in your loadout that you don't want to, so a pretty open-ended spin here at the beginning. I would want to bring the poison and maybe the explosive, depending on in what order you want to do the targets. Of course, you can pick one up off Chamberlain or Lowenthal. But yeah, looks like Johnny's going to bring in a Breacher, allows you to have a silenced one, even silenced explosive. Both players loaded in Ravon, and Johnny's headed up to the roof. So Bobby is going to do the same, and Johnny's going to leave that guy up. Shouldn't be doing any loud kills, so that won't be an issue. And here's the quick KO on green. Screwdriver on this map with a suit start can be pretty annoying if you're trying to do it for upstairs kills, because there's only two screwdrivers upstairs that I would ever use, and one of them is really out of the way. The other one is in the biker area, so he's going to leave his disguise there and bring a screwdriver back later. How do I rate this spin? This is a spin I would definitely like to see in a match. If I were playing in a match, this is a great spin for me, I would think. Yeah, I'd call this, I call it, other than the screwdriver, which is like a little annoying, I'd say 10 out of 10. So like probably like 9.75 or something like that, because the screwdriver is kind of annoying. But everything else is like basically in the way of where I would be going. So both players have isolated green and banner from the roof. Johnny's headed for the second screwdriver, which is the one that I was saying is kind of out of the way. It's on the other side of the club. I tend to go for the one in the biker area, but I mean, I guess both of them are out of the way in their own ways. So Johnny's going up. I don't even know what you would call this, into the rafters, I guess. And up on the roof, so he's going to chuck that screwdriver at green. And that's his suit kill done. Papier is taking out these cameras, so he's doing, he's setting up the consume poison, okay, for Lowenthal. Brought his own poison. And he will have until 4 minutes. I can guarantee that it's 4 minutes because Lowenthal's in his phone call right now, so at 4 minutes in-game time, he will die, so Papier should be fine because he's going to grab the club crew disguise off Thames anyways, and then he'll have the consume poison and 3 targets set up upstairs, which is kind of what you need for this spin, because for the Rolf kill, you'd probably want to get a target isolated downstairs. I don't know that this spin... actually, no, I take that back. I think this spin would be sub 5. Or, well, could be. Would be. Is a different thing, but... Yeah, so Johnny is in a bartender disguise. He's going to poison this cup, and Lowenthal will die from that at just barely over 5 minutes. like 5:04 or something like that. And he as well will need to be in a club crew disguise at that time. Looks like Poppy has grabbed his. He hits the restart button. I didn't see why, but I didn't see him lose green guns anywhere, so there's that.
I'm a professional. No need to worry. I got this.
Johnny is isolating Swan around the back. Still needs his kitchen knife for this kill, which there is one. There's two in the biker area. There's one behind the juice bar, and there's some downstairs. Are the ones that I would ever go for. Papier is going to do the same thing, and Johnny, I guess, is headed to Lowenthal. He needs to be watching his clock here on Davenport, sorry. Because there is a free club crew, but he's only got 45 seconds until the kill here. I didn't see him get Thames isolated, so yeah, you do have to wait for that camera there, and then you can shoot it out. Nobody will ever hear you shoot that camera. And yeah, Johnny's got about 30 seconds here, so I'm not very confident. There's the explosive kill as biker. And there goes Davenport. He is walking out under the bricks right now, and he's about to die. This is basically Johnny grabs this disguise right now, or he rips. Gets suspicious because he wants to lure him over. And now he can KO, and looks like he's going to grab the disguise. At the last second, you can see there he gets the disguise XP before the kill. So that's valid. That's like probably under 2 seconds away from being the wrong kill, but he's fine. So he's got kitchen knife tech and SMG Rolf. He has more targets down than he needs, and he is going to have to kill Thames before he exits because that was spotted. So he might want to go ahead and prioritize killing Thames over any of these other agents that are KO'd. He needs a kitchen knife. So he's maybe going to grab the one that's in the dartboard. There you go. These are the ones I normally go for. And there's his tech disguise. There's kill 4. Just needs SMG Rolf.
Agent Lowenthal, please report. That's our 4th man down.
And he's going to head down to Rolf's room now.
Expect to look each other in the eyes after this.
There will be a body on the stairs, but I feel like even if he does leave the bikers up, Johnny's not going to be in the level that long anyways, so. Here's a little clear out for Rolf's room. And he's going to grab that disguise. Just needs the SMG kill, and Chamberlain should be about to go into the security office right now, but he's headed back upstairs, and he's going to kill Thames, and then probably exit Scooter to get his green guns back. And that'll be probably just under an 8-minute in-game time. We see Papier get the consume poison kill. Gets the explosion kill as well, triggers that detonation, and then switches back 1 too many times. That is 2 for Papier and 4 for Johnny, and he's about to get number 5. He could exit motorcycle, I guess, as well, because Rolf is allowed in the biker area. But he's going to grab the scooter keys, which is probably still closer anyways.
Okay, alright.
And gonna run out here. Papier is about to get the Rolf disguise, but seems like it'll be a little too late here at the end. And that's kill number 5. Green guns are back. And Johnny is running for the exit here. I don't see this being potential for rip anywhere. I didn't see anything in his run that looked like rip potential to me, but that's green guns, and I will accept a 2-0 lead for Johnny.
Victory,
And we're going on
to
to
0.
map
You are
2,
in
which
the
is
lead.
Chongqing,
Keep it
chosen
up.
by Papier. So Johnny takes his own map pick. And I will get us a new spin going. Nice cutscene action. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Let's see. I'll get a time going. Let's do 45. Okay, let me set the spin properly. Send that. We've got 3 minutes till it goes live, and we can check out our stats. Looks like we've got an 0-0 for Johnny. As far as I know, he hadn't actually played any H3 maps in tournaments before this, which is sort of the product of not having been in RR4. And then after that, obviously he hadn't picked any himself. I guess nobody had picked any against him. But chose one for this match, so clearly has some confidence there. And on China, I don't really know how he is strat wise, but he's in the level and maybe just messing around right now, but he's a good player, so I would imagine that no matter what, he's got strats in mind for pretty much every spin. Yeah, Papier is an interesting pick on China. I guess he just figured the same thing that I was saying, that Johnny hadn't played H3 maps, so probably wanted to pick an H3 map that was strong for him. Our map record at 425. I don't remember what it was, but would have to get a pretty speed run spin to beat that time, because that is real time, not in-game time. Obviously, there are plenty of spins you can get faster than 425 in in-game time, but Johnny practicing his NTKs. Nobody cares about what is happening right now for Johnny. But yeah, we're going to have a spin in 45 seconds here. It is indeed a spin that I've got here for you. That's all you get to know. I guess there's nothing like insane on China anymore. Hush electrocution is probably the most difficult. Even then, you can do that entirely remote. But with Imogen, falling object finally removed
Prepare
from the
yourself.
earth.
Duel starts in 10 seconds.
A lot happier with the map.
8, 7, 6,
Fake
5,
Diana again.
4,
Love to hear it.
3, 2, 1.
So
Eliminate
it
the
is
target.
Hush with falling object as the board member and Imogen with injected poison as a street guard. I imagine both players would opt to start street guard here, but pretty much any start can work. There's no start on this map that's like mandated other than, you know, like a stop, a suit start. But Johnny's bringing in some coins. That's going to be for his falling object setup. There is one option for a Hush falling object, and you have to move him over to get it. So that is what those coins are for. Papier is headed in now. He's going to grab his smuggle on the way over. And he's going through this way. Johnny's still planning his loadout. He shoots a drone. And he's got, I guess, something different for Hush falling object. He might be looking to... Okay, well, never mind. I was going to say he might be looking to lure him to go downstairs with a throw and distraction, but he's KO'd him. And also left Mogwai up, which means he's going to rip here in, I guess, a little under a minute. And also hits restart, so that didn't really matter. But yeah, there's not really a way to get Hush down to that falling object. I mean, I guess you could like use a concussive duck to launch him over the railing, but it's a dump prompt, and no matter how you do it, so, or an eliminate prompt, so you can't just throw him over. Johnny's getting his falling object set up, and he's going to break the satellite, and then he'll go get a street guard, or just go straight down for the board member to make sure that he's on time. He shoots a drone, so Imogen should be at the top of the stairs at around 3 minutes. And then she stands there for like a further 2 minutes, so he's got plenty of time to get that kill later. Puppy is back in, and he's not isolated Hush this time. I guess he's going to try to do the Imogen kill immediately, and then get board member and go back up for Hush, which is viable because the satellite lure can pretty much pull him whenever. I don't know if it will work when he's in his chair, but Papier should be able to do that long before that is an issue. And we see for Johnny the researcher calling in the satellite being broken to Hush, which means he's likely going to start on his way over there now, which may be a little bit of an issue for Johnny. He still needs to get the board member disguise and get himself in a position to shoot that. But Johnny, in the meantime, is going to go for the Imogen kill, and I think that means he's going to miss Hush here. You might be able to do the lure again. I honestly don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if you can't. Johnny's going to trank Jeremy here. Or not Jeremy, Vincent. And then he'll be able to get this inject. Much less to worry about than a lot of other kills, because both of these bodies can now be found and it won't matter at all. So that's the street guard kill as soon as Imogen dies for Johnny. Gonna trigger that panel, but not really too much of an issue. But it allows him to grab this disguise safely to get around the code lady. Meanwhile, Papier gets the kill as well. And he's going to be looking for Hush now. Body found doesn't matter. And Johnny's going to go up Looks like he's got his trank ready for the board member disguise, and you don't really need it for anything else in this spin, so you may as well. You can lure him around here, and then trank if you want to, just to be extra safe. It looks like just going to KO. And he's fine to leave this body here. So we can see Hush is going somewhere. I can't tell exactly where he is at the moment. But he's picking up the coins right now, which means Johnny has missed his setup window. He's going to try to shoot it in the street, but just misses a chance there. And some other NPCs around that could spot him as well, so he's going to have to figure out a plan B. He could probably go up and either place another coin or KO Hush if he can get up there in time, as Hush is coming back from the satellite, which I don't actually know how long he spends there. Johnny needs to work out a way to get up through the block here in this trespassing disguise. Sure to watch out for the camera on the stairs. Or I guess he started block guard, so he probably already shot the cams. And Hush looks like he's starting to come back now, maybe? Nope. He's at the satellite. And Johnny's getting wrecked by guard cycles, but here we see Papier in board member. He's triggered the satellite, but the cycle can take some time, especially if you KO these guards, because they will normally call the satellite in themselves. Otherwise, it takes a little longer for them to notice it. And Johnny is now made his way to the falling object. Is he going to maybe just place... I think he still has a third coin left. And Hush should see that first. Nope, he has no coins left. So I would say you probably don't want to try to do it live, but you're not going to be able to lure Hush. Looks like he peekaboos, but there's going to be room for him to be spotted here. Target lockdown, but he's not standing under the falling object yet. And the kill goes through. Nice hitbox, Keck. Oh, he gets the hunted bug, though, for accidents on panic targets, so that's going to be a restart. That's the same thing that you get, like when you kill Franny with the electrocution on Sapienza from guard start. Nice game, IO. So yeah, that's basically a win for Johnny, stolen by the game. And he's going to restart, but Papier is going to have this kill ready eventually. It's just a matter of how long he's going to have to wait. Maybe Hush still needs to get through his whole chair thing before they'll even call him down. So that might be a while. So Johnny, I think if he had been able to get that shot from street level with block guard, he would have been good there. He was like 1 second away from that, so just do the whole rest of the 1 second faster and you'll be fine. Hush is, I think, getting the satellite call right now. He's on the phone. So Papier is going to shoot Chandelier, and then board member would be trespassing on the rooftop with the exit, so hopefully go for a scooter exit. I mean, I know it's Imogen's area, and the board member is kind of working for her, but doesn't really have a reason to be where the guards are at. Johnny is maybe changing it up. Maybe he wants to get the Hush kill taken care of, and then do Imogen, which is fine because Hush is on a much that body should never be found either way. She's on a much more specific timer than Imogen is, but he hasn't shot a drone yet. And here comes Chen Ting on the stairs. He's gonna KO her, but the male dumpling cook can come down here later and find that body. Papier not gonna bother with coins. He's gonna KO both NPCs and drag him under the chandelier, or the hanging cage, or whatever. And get Mogwai dragged. Both of the block guards are down, so nothing to worry about there. And there's the board member kill for Papier. He can grab a block guard disguise, go for whatever exit. He's going for this rooftop exit. He's going to be trespassing in either disguise, so definitely going to have to see the 5-star SA screen here, because it's like 1 or 2 frames off from ripping when you do this. And we will see if he can do it. That looked pretty good there. It's like 75% full on the suspicion bar, and that's a clean run. Johnny's not going to be able to exit in the next 47 seconds, so
4, 2 to 2, all even. Move
Papier will
carefully.
take that map, and we are going on to a random Hokkaido as map number 3. I actually didn't even look at what the third map was until now, so hyped to see that. And that will get us a spin sent. On our random map. Let's do 01 on the clock. Let me send the spin as well. We go about 3 minutes, and we can see, I would imagine, more stats here from Johnny. Yeah, he's 3-2 on Hokkaido. Papier 0-1 so far, so Johnny may be happy about this pick, but he's going to be pretty much guaranteed to be solid on all H1 and H2 maps, because we've seen him on all of them in the past before. So, yeah, we've got matches that are supposed to start in 2 minutes that are not accounted for, because it's kind of just me and in for fun that are working on these. Hey Barb, welcome in with the raid. That was Curry versus Alex, I think. Who won that one? I didn't even see what the third map was. I got like halfway through Haven, and then I had to leave to start this. 5-1. I would imagine that was a Haven tie then. Did somebody rip because the sync didn't work? That'd be pretty cool. Electrocution's a great kill on Haven. So I will likely be continuing with another match after this one, and In for Fun will do the same. But we've got less than a minute until the spin. Will it or will it not be Ninja Falling Object? What could be better? Map record is by Frode. I think that was like something like
Prepare
a
yourself. Duel
motorcyclist.
starts in 10 seconds.
Oh my god, Johnny. Every time. Something like motorcyclist firearm kill for Soders, and like a kill that you could get on Yuki immediately. But here we see what the spin is. It is Eric Soders, any shotgun is resort security, and Yuki electrocution is motorcyclist. So for a Yuki electrocution, normally what I would do is seeker her right on the cable car platform. And then she'll go into Portman's room, and you can set her up with the sink there, especially for this one, because you're not doing it in the disguise. I think there's a sink in the sauna bathroom, but that would cap your run a little bit too much, I think. And then resort security, you can just grab on the way to Soders, do the wall bang, and get out. Motorcyclist is basically the easiest disguise on the map, so. I mean, like, resort staff is also a free disguise, but it's a lot more out of the way, so. Papier starting Gardner, and going back along the restaurant, and I'm gonna get this resort security. Don't rip to a head turn. He's got it. The Gardner on the other side shouldn't see this. And he can get the Eric Soders kill in under a minute here. But the Yuki kill is definitely the more complex part of this spin. So we will have to see. Excuse me. And don't get wrecked by the... don't get wrecked by the morgue doctor. Johnny now loading in. He's figured out what he wants to bring. Papier's going to KO this bodyguard, and then he can get basically a free kill on Soders because he brought the right shotgun. Let me guess, you want to know about the medical trial. And Papier set up for the wall bang here. A little further up. There you go. First shot gets it. Bullet impact notice, not going to matter. He'll grab his motorcyclist disguise, and I guess he's going to do sauna then. Because you're not getting back over to Portman's room in this disguise anywhere near realistically, so yeah, I guess he's going to wait. Got about 3-ish minutes until then. Without a sweet start, she takes like 30-40 seconds longer to get there, and Johnny's doing the same thing. He's going to kill Soders right away and then get the kill on Yuki. Maybe in a different order, but nope. Here's the Soders wall bang. Misses the first shot, but he's got it. And there's one kill for Johnny as well. And oh, don't get spotted. Don't get spotted. There we go. Plays it careful there. Peekaboo. Gonna hide in the bin even in case he walks in. But yeah, those NPCs are specifically rated to screw you over when you're trying to go to the sauna. But he's got the sauna on and plenty of time for these guys to leave. Might be a little concerned getting the guy out of the bathroom, but in a hostile area. Meanwhile, Johnny is leaving in the bodyguard disguise. I think he's going to now go maybe and get Yuki in Portman's suite. He's brought a remote emetic gas device, which is dangerous because that will break Yuki if he emetics her, and he gets a replan as well. So he forgot to bring something for the electrocution, which I don't think there are any electrocution opportunities on the map, so Papier is going to deal with this guy. Don't get wrecked by a head turn. He's going to turn, and there's the subdue. He should have plenty of time here on Yuki still to get this guy out of here. And that'll basically be when Yuki comes into the sauna. She'll be the only one in this little area. And he can set up the sink even, which hopefully this doesn't distract somebody because he's in a hostile disguise. And yeah, gonna want to turn that off ASAP. And looks like that's fine. He's gonna Seeker her, but he didn't drop the, or maybe he's gonna Seeker her, but he didn't drop the taser in the puddle yet. So I would say, oh, well, he does Seeker. And hopefully the guard, no, is the guard gonna come back now? Yeah, he's gonna follow her in there even. He can Seeker the guard as well, but the guard's gonna start cleaning up the puddle now, so he's gonna want to do something about it. And oh, wrecked by a head turn. Yep. He should have just Seekered that guard there to get him out of the way. Yeah, there was a lot there. He needed to put the taser in the puddle first or deal with that guard a different way. Yeah, she would go to the sink, but he didn't have a taser placed in the puddle at that point, so he couldn't kill her, and he couldn't place it because he didn't have a legal disguise. So he played it too risky with the guard and ripped because of it. But Johnny's going to get Yuki isolated. Green gun still as well. Set her up here. This is what I was mentioning earlier. Nobody's ever going to hear this sync anyways, so it doesn't matter. And now he's got a bodyguard disguise to get himself over to Soder's. There's resort security on the way as well that he can get. Maybe if he has a trank or something, that would help. There's his smuggle. Just going to opt for the lure and KO instead. I just still need to grab his shotgun from the smuggle though, so hopefully he remembers to do that. Oh, there's his shotgun. I guess that was just, he left the briefcase there. I didn't see him transport the shotgun over here.
Target down. Now it's time for Soders to retire.
It is indeed time for Soders to retire, and he is now retiring. Johnny's going to run to the exit in a legal disguise. That's going to be a sub 4. Papier avoids getting spotted by another frame. And Johnny's going to exit. He is pressed done. And let's see, there is the 5 stars, and I will give that to Johnny. That's going to be a 4-2 win for Johnny.
Victory.
Yeah, so GG's. Normally, I would say that Normally I'd say that we check out the scores and the brackets, but I am going to be casting another match now, which is going to be, let's see, which one was I doing? Chiku and Lewis is who I'm going to be casting and adminning, who are in my group. So I can rig that, heck, but I will get that set up. Here, I'm going to switch this over to the idle screen, and then I will come back, check the Discord for a start time on that one. But yeah, In for Fun's going to be casting another second one as well. So if you're on the multi-Twitch, then you'll still be able to watch the 2 ongoing matches. But I'm going to get that set up on the cast and admin side, and I will see you guys in just a little bit.